Oh my goodness gracious. We're live. We are back. We are so back. It has been 2 weeks since I have gone live. Hello. My name is Vorlex. Thank you so much for clicking on me. Let's get into Soulframe. Indeed, it has been 2 weeks since I have streamed. As I said 2 weeks ago, I had to take last week off of streaming because I had some work to do. Indeed, I had some work responsibilities last week, even though it is my summer break. It was very exciting, the kind of week that I was excited to have happen and excited for it to end because it was a lot. It was very valuable, and I'm glad I did it, but it was a lot. As you can see, we are already in Soulframe. I am again working on my Soulframe glossary of lore. And you can probably already see, you probably saw already, there's a hotfix inbound, very humorously. Oh, let me turn on game audio. Hold on. Very humorously, minutes, like two-ish minutes before I went live, I had just gotten all of my windows up. Just gotten everything ready, all in its right place. I've got my water, my blanket, all my windows up, everywhere, everything where it needs to be. And then it said, hotfix inbound. Boy howdy. So let's update Soulframe here. Turn off desktop audio there. Let's get out of there. 2 weeks ago, I believe I said I would be continuing replaying old fables. Maybe not old, but replaying fables in Soulframe and continuing to work on my Soulframe lore summary document. And I have. I ran around, leveled some weapons, and replayed the Waste Bear fable. We are logging back into Soulframe here. I replayed the Waste Bear. From this, I got some more notes. I got some notes on mendicants. The mendicant quote-unquote faction. It doesn't seem to me to be an organized faction, but there was enough in this fable for me that I thought warranted taking notes on. And I got some valuable quotes there. I have a brief note on Bromius. I should have notes on Garen Rude. I have question marks for the Dale Seer and Zenith, because I'm not sure whether the game confirms that they are Omen Beasts. I think that's been alluded to or even confirmed out of game, but I'm not certain. There's just question marks there for now. Did I get anything else? No, I don't think so. Hey, Coco. Good to see you again. Welcome back. How have you been? Today, I want to replay the Shewolf Snared. This should get me notes on Orengal and maybe a couple other, maybe some quotes. Oh, congratulations, Coco. Well done. Finishing the story of Mugenics. What did you think? What did you think of the story of Mugenics? A vision ordained find Shewolf enchained. And you had your most busted run today. Congratulations. Even more busted than the leech combo that you were telling me about last time? Because that already sounded pretty incredible. Okay. We are heading north to this little circle on the map to try to find what the fable is currently calling Shewolf Ensnared. Presumably, maybe not presumably, certainly, the wolf that we just saw in that cutscene getting chained to the ground. Well, that certainly, Coco, that certainly makes necromancers sound very powerful. If that busted run that you were telling me about last time, and your current most busted run you just got, were both necromancer only, that makes me feel pretty good about necromancers in Mugenics. I could really do with an attack speed temper on this Needle's Eye. Speaking of which, you see me using the Needle's Eye. This is one of the few weapons that I have yet to level up fully. And it certainly feels like it's taking a while. That's very necromancer of you to say, Coco. The main strategy of the team is dying a lot. I love that. Get out of here, Archer. Oh, let's save these animals first. Save these squirrels. Oh, precious. I'd also like to take this moment to remind everyone that I stream this game on medium graphics for the sake of stream frame rate. So if you happen to think this game is already very pretty on medium graphics, I'll tell you what, high graphics just takes it to another level. Big fan. I am a big fan of how this game presents the natural world. So Coco, I imagine if the main strategy of your team was dying a lot, you probably had a lot of those synergies that you were telling me about where certain effects proc when your own team goes down. When one of your own units goes down. Here we have a convenient orange balloon telling us where to go. Oh. There she is. I love that that's a build that's possible in eugenics. Dissolving the chains with magic, that was really cool. Yeah, I'm over here. Oh, hello. Madam? A thank you would go a long way. Oh, you'll trust my bird, but not me. We hear other wolves in the distance. Freed she is, time will tell of her wishes. We have no quest marker now. But we did hear a bunch of other howls in the distance. So we're just going to run around this region of the world and hope we find those other wolves. Hope we find where those other howls were coming from. So, Coco, what if the builds were broadly the same, using a lot of abilities and skills that work when the user is downed? And if both runs were Necromancer only, what made this one more busted than the previous one? What did you get access to this time that you didn't last time? Let's start a note on Orengal. A wolf mother the player rescued from Odin chains. Let me readjust myself in my seat. Give me a sec. Okay, there we go. This chair is positively falling apart. Unfortunately, Orengal, I mean, the game hasn't even given us her name yet. But she hasn't said a word to us. So we don't know much more about her yet. Oh, hello, rabbit. Thank you for running directly in front of me. Oh, I hear the ode. They're coming. They couldn't interrupt me before I got the rabbit, though. Oh, there's a cannon over there. Let's go take care of that cannon. You see me sometimes weakening enemies with my fly blades. Those are these throwing daggers that I currently have as my secondary. And then swapping back to my primary, my greatsword here. Because I find that more comfortable than waiting through the very slow attack speed of this greatsword. I do want to get kills with the greatsword so that it gets more experience. Let's take out this cannon. Because we can. You saw me do the same thing I just described there. I weakened it with the fly blades and then swapped back to greatsword. And we're back to running around. My job now is to run around this forest up here, looking for more of those orange balloons. Hello, folks. Yeah, I know. You're spell-songed. I know. It's alright. Oh. Is that Bromius? What's up, dude? Oh, very cool ability.
Everywhere, a seed.
Now, unfortunately, Bromius is not offering us the increased weapon experience boon. And I'm gonna go with increased foraging yield. I just need to remember to pick up flowers now. Very cool ability for necromancers there, Coco. That's thematic, and it looks like, if I'm reading that right, it sounds like the synergy there, the synergy there is that if one of your units goes down, one of your other units can use trade life on the downed one, bring them back up, and down themselves, which then triggers their own abilities that work on getting downed. I see how that can fit into those synergies. I'm accidentally getting kills with my flyblades. I need to be less trigger happy. It's good to be streaming again. Last week was busy, took a lot out of me. It was valuable, though. And it is very nice to be back regardless. Where did that rabbit go? Clipped into the back rooms, apparently. It would be so tragic. It would be just the worst if my entire goal for stream today is to replay Orangol's Fable, and I spend all stream, the entire hour, looking for the other wolves and finding none. Oh no. Get over here, healer. Oh. The automatic lock-on there proving to be as much of a problem as the Ode is. Or Ode R, I guess. Does the guide take us anywhere? No, it doesn't. Does something happen when I come back from Nightfold? Because I recall, for a previous Fable that I replayed on stream, I had to go into and out of Nightfold to proc a cutscene. Seems not. When it says time will tell of her wishes, Does that mean this is the kind of fable that's replayed over an extended time? How long do I have to wait for this? Or is it really up to me? This balloon is tragically not orange. That's a fascinating gameplay loop, Coco. That sounds like a creative and really cool usage of necromancer cats. I do have the Soulframe wiki up already, and I have referenced it for other fables. Whoa. Maybe I can look up what to do with this one. Well, that sounds wild. What abilities made that happen? Quote, nearly impossible to lose. Sounds pretty spectacular. What abilities made that happen? Yeah, let's look up. Quests. The Shewolf Snared. No new objective appears immediately. Yep. Okay, the envoy must earn Orengal's trust by fighting against the Ode. Continue to explore until you hear Orengal howl. So fight the Ode, explore, wait for Orengal's howl. Cool. It is recommended to try Verton for this objective. Where is Verton? I could just find it on the wiki, couldn't I? It is in this region. Okay, cool. Let's head back over to the coast then. Oh, wow. Yeah, that sounds amazing. When the user gets downed, it gives an Omni boost and an extra turn to the rest of the team. That is insane. And critical to keep in mind, I think, that a unit going down doesn't immediately kill them. Unlike in a similar game like Fire Emblem. In Fire Emblem, a unit can't just go down. There is no downed state. So I don't think that would work in Fire Emblem, but I'm very glad that it works in eugenics. That sounds fascinating to build around. So this is not Verton, but there are a ton of Ode here. Oh, come on now. Let's get the flyblades going. Oh my gosh. The smites. Needle's Eye rank 21, exciting. I am very much looking forward to having this thing leveled. So that I don't have to level it again. The attack speed is just too slow for my liking. Huh. I didn't hear Orengal's howl during that encounter. Maybe it happened and I just wasn't paying attention. But I didn't hear it, so we're going to keep going. Vertan is over this way. Getting 4 quenching acid from that pickup is cool. Quenching acid, very important for cordstone crafting. So I do like having double pickups for it. Oh! Oh, I see what you mean now. I see what you mean now by nearly impossible to lose. That kind of reminds me, at least thematically, of the Sans fight in Undertale. Where there comes a point where Sans just doesn't finish his turn. The philosophy being, you can't win if you don't get a turn. Using a false life and sacrificial lamb to continuously loop extra turns for yourself. It's blowing my mind. I love that that's possible. I'm glad I realized, actually, while I was saying that, while I was making the comparison to the Sans fight, that maybe I shouldn't bring it up because it's heavy spoilers, and you might not have been familiar, or any random viewer might not have been familiar. If that's the case, for anyone out there, and I did just spoil you on that, I'm very, very sorry. However, I'm very happy that it wasn't a spoiler for you, Coco. And I appreciate you looking out for me as well, just in case I wouldn't have gotten it. So that's Vertan. What will happen when we hear Orengal howl? We'll get some paw prints in Spectral Sight. Okay. Well, that was Vertan, and then some. These guys aren't owed. We're gonna come over here and fight them anyway. Needle's Eye XP and all that. Oh, and some Ode coming down the hill as well. I was thinking something along those lines. Something along the lines of Undertale is 11 years old. It's kind of past the statute of limitations on spoilers, or on spoiler tags. I agree with you. I do still apologize if I did just spoil anyone, though. That is, I think, out of all of the great well-written moments in Undertale, that one is my favorite. The one where Sans just refuses to take his turn. Or refuses to end his turn. That hits wildly different for me. Oh, 2 of these. I've never seen 2 land at once. This one only had a single healer in it. I'm so sorry, dude. That aerial attack was kind of cool. That was unplanned. Shoot. I do like, for what it's worth, I do like the dodge attacks on this greatsword. That animation, especially how it leads into the next attack, I think is quite cool. Let's get some more quenching acid. How... is that cannon back? Did it respawn already? It did. I hear it. Oh my goodness. It just wanted a little more. Oh well. Not gonna complain about more loot. I think that synergy is incredible. I'm trying to visualize what that would look like. A cat gets downed, and from that point on, the enemy doesn't get a turn. The cats just keep looping, trade life with each other, infinitely generating health for the rest of the team, and dealing damage to enemies with every loop on a turn of... on effectively infinite turns. How could that even be in spawning and spawning infinite demon kittens, which on its own is a great sentence now that I say it aloud. What a hilarious visual. I wonder how that could be countered. Maybe not... maybe countered is a poor word for it. I wonder if the game even has anything that could challenge that. But even then, regardless what the answer to that is, I'm not even certain it needs something to challenge that, because part of, at least in my mind, I'm just one guy, part of the draw of roguelikes, part of the draw of getting to make these builds that you're not even sure are going to end up an ideal way, is that sometimes, just sometimes, the build does fall into place. Sometimes it does work out. And that feels so good. It feels so powerful when the build does work. When it all does fall into place. Oh. Oh. There it is. Her howl. Finally. Answer her howl is a cool quest objective. How do I answer her howl? Do I play music? Spectral sight is supposed to reveal glowing blue paw prints. I'm not seeing any glowing blue paw prints. And you're... And it just gets better, apparently. The infinite healing turns overhealing into shields. For infinite shields, too. That is incredible. That makes sense that it wouldn't be on the Necromancer, though. If that's not a Necromancer ability. Can I finish this guy off with an aerial attack, please? Please. Thank you. You dropped a chest. Where are those paw prints? What is a collarless ability? I'm not familiar with what that means. Collarless... Oh, wait. Maybe I can think through this. I recall you saying that your cat's collars equate, or give your cats the class. So if an ability is collarless, that means it doesn't need a class, and it's equipable on every class. Did I get that right? Orengal, where are these paw prints of yours, girly pop? Oh, wait. Oh, I have objectives here now. Okay, cool. Maybe I should pay attention. Let's swap back to the dock. I want to be ready to take quotes and notes. Thank you for the clarification, Coco. That makes sense. That makes sense with what you've told me so far. Almost there. Six hymn roses. Wow. Oh. Here's the paw prints. Leading up to just these guys. No orange balloon. Oh! What's good? Hey there. Speak with Orengal. You don't look like the Orengal from earlier.
I ought to snap your guts out right now. human. Cunning humans are, but rat killing won't fool me.
Ooh.
I've seen your like riding down the thunder whales. What do you want with my pups? A coat? A charm?
That was a cool quote. Highly mistrustful of humans. Rightly so. That note may or may not stay. I mean, so was Garen Rude. Garen Rude was highly mistrustful of us, the player, but not Lady Diora. After we cured her of the spell song, at least. Where can I put that? Where can I put that quote? Maybe here. Clever humans are, but rat killing won't fool me. Oh man. It's not in this section. I don't remember what the last sentence was. I'll go back and find it because I'm recording this. I'll go back and find it then. I want this quote somewhere. It might not stay here. But I want that quote somewhere. Oh, hey, that's cool. That looks like that, Coco, that sounds like a nice cherry on top with that strategy. Summoning a ghost familiar. That sounds cool. Alright, Orengal. What do I want with your pups? I want nothing to do with your pups. I want redemption.
Find them, and I'll howl to your contrition.
Find her pups. Not these, I take it, Orengal? Free Orengal's pups. 1, 2... Just those two? These two spots? Okay, let's go to the more northern one first. That's a curious use case for that ability. Usable when down. That does sound like it fits perfectly with your strategy there. If it's usable when down, then a cat can go down and then use it themselves, and then another cat will use the trade life on them, bring them back up. Does the shadow copy of the user you're describing there, does the ghost cat keep the original cat's abilities too? We should be pretty close. Ooh, 2 birds. Squirrel. I'll take care of the other here first. I would like to attack the archer, please. Thank you. It keeps their abilities. Oh my gosh. That is awesome. So then, if if a unit with... Oh. Thanks for the help. Oh, puppers.
Captured. What did I say to you and your sisters? Mushy brats. A year in Soulframe for you.
A year in Silvern for you. Is she putting them in timeout? So if a cat that has all these abilities that go off when they down, like healing your whole team, damaging every enemy, goes down and uses Seance to create a ghost copy of themselves. That ghost copy gets all of the original cat's abilities. Do those abilities then go off when the ghost dies? Due to, I mean, that sounds pretty self-explanatory when I say it that way, but when the ghost turn limit ends, like, does that count? Does the turn limit ending and the ghost not necessarily getting downed, but timing out and despawning, does that count for all those abilities? The next one's in the mines. Yeah. Those skill. That makes sense. That makes sense. It's strong enough already. There we go. Thank you. Where are these doggos? Where are them puppers? Is this... I know there's an entrance to the Undercity of Durmak in here. Is this... is that where this is wanting me to go? Yep. Durmak Undercity. Oh, in doing the in replaying the Waste Bear Fable, I saw that is the first time the game specifically takes a player into the Nathans, the third and so far the last type of randomized dungeon in Soulframe, so I got some notes on that. Is that a dead end? I think this is a dead end. We can still check it for loot chests. Nothing? That's okay. Oh, someone's driving by outside. Ooh. Oh, so close to one-shotting this guy. Nice. I wasn't thinking in terms of trade life, Coco. I wasn't considering... Oh. Nope. Sorry, Orengal. You got here late. I wasn't thinking in terms of trade life, but that is brilliant. The shadow copy getting the abilities somehow didn't click for me that that includes trade life. So the shadow copy can down itself to bring up the cat that casted Seance. That's so cool. Ah! Oh! Mm-hmm. I do sometimes find myself chuckling at the sounds that the Ode make. Where are these puppers? I'm actually kind of surprised I parried that guy. It was hard to see him. A chest. Yes, please. Nope, wrong key. Ooh, hello. Stock Maestro. I will absolutely take that scrap iron. We're gonna damage this guy a little first, because he's tankier.
Stand aside, human.
Nope, sorry. Alright. So be it. I thought I was being cheeky. An Officer Needle's Eye. If only that had... if only that had an attack speed temper on it. I'm pretty sure it's still better than the one I have equipped, so let's go check. Coco, what is Blood Geyser? What is that ability? It is better. It is absolutely better. So we're going to equip that. That means I have to redo my rune. Yes. Runes deal more damage. Where's my attack speed on Smite? That one. No, I want this one to be healing when I use a rune. Please? Where are we? There it is. Okay, back to it. Forward? Forward. Thank you, little bird. Nope, I hear that howl. It's not much, but I do think I feel a difference now that this one has the heavy attack charge speed temper. I would still rather have attack speed in general, but not complaining with the heavy attack charge speed. Certainly not. Oh. Hello there. You can stop blocking anytime now, thank you. Okay, that Blood Geyser is a good name for that. That's pretty evocative. Random chest in a hole in the wall. Very cool. I'm still running around looking for foraging to do, since I still have this double materials blessing. Oh. These are beavers. You're not wolves. Beaver scritches. Now, can that skill, can that ability dealing 50% of the user's max HP to themselves down the cat that uses it? There it is. Cool. Thanks for confirming. I figured since you said it was pretty useful for the build or the strategy you were describing, I figured that it could, but I didn't know, so I figured I'd ask. Where am I going? Forward to that door? Cool. Ooh. Let's pick up that bog and myrtle. I'm not sure I have a bog and myrtle with tempers on it yet. Whoop. I don't know how I didn't get knocked down there. I'm not sure I have a bog and myrtle with tempers on it, but it is a weapon that I have yet to level up. Oh, another bog and myrtle. This one's stock, though. Oh my goodness. Look at all these weapons. Dismantle, dismantle. Where am I supposed to ranged attack this thing? Up there? Looks like it. Whee! Do we push this? We unplug the cave. Just to there, though. A slightly rarer chest. Now where do I take this thing? Cool. Nope. This is quite a dungeon to get to these puppers. Oh, there's the orange balloon. Me missing that strike had nothing to do with the automatic lock-on and everything to do with me messing up. Oh, tragic. Sorry, viewer seller. Or views seller, not viewer seller. Instant ban. Oh, there's a key I need to pick up. It sounds like it was a valuable tool to have on your team, though. I agree with the upgrade you gave it. Even if you wound up not needing Blood Geyser, it sounds like it was a valuable tool, just in case. Alright, where's this key? Did you drop it? I think that archer dropped it. Pupper. You're gonna sneak past me too? That's okay, I understand.
I should tug your tail off. Out of my sight.
She is not impressed with her pups getting captured. I think this is a puzzle room, but I just hit the 1 hour stream time that I set aside for myself, so we're going to finish this dungeon and get out of here. Ooh, what was the backfire, the potential backfire that you got rid of? Oh, an Igne Mora. Stock, tragically. We do love the flaming sword, though.
She was born a runt, but cunning. This howl of hers is not a cry, but a warning. They are waiting for us, envoy.
The runt cries ambush. I take it this is not the ambush in question? Healer, you got to the party late. One more, come on. Orengal, what can we say about her pups? Values her pups above seemingly all else. And has, No, I don't think we need to note her apparent strictness. I just like the idea of Orengal. Oh, it's a collector. I like the idea of Orengal finally seeing her pups again and going, now what did I tell you about getting captured? I taught you better. Oh. This is where the quest has taken me.
You belong to Sinos!
Nah, something tells me that's not necessarily the case. Banneret, I am so sorry. Oh! I'm surprised as if I hadn't seen this before.
Oh boy, Sinos! He's anxious to meet you.
It's more like I haven't seen this in a while. Obviously, I've done it before.
My baby's the
Banneret Stein. Oh! Got him. And the collector's gone. Amazing. Oh, I see the anti-synergy you're talking about.
No mourning under a new moon. No. Darkness is for blood pacts.
Whoa.
I entrust you, envoy, with the spirit of my howl. Care for my pup, so by blood we be bound.
Okay. So I'm actually going to get rid of this one. I forget which one I picked originally. Does it matter? Does this overwrite the one that I picked originally?
My shadow, keep her close. Till the next hunt.
This makes it all the more, what's the word?
Lest you be
Touching.
prey.
Yeah, Coco, I see that anti-synergy you were talking about. The zombie cat that gets automatically summoned. If it happens to... Oh?
Who's a good girl? That's right, you are. Not you.
I didn't remember that cutscene at all. I'm glad you were able to remove that ability later on, towards the end of your run. That does sound like, even though the likelihood that it would actually mess you up was very low, due to the strength of the rest of your strategy, having the slightest chance probably was valuable to get rid of. That's a really cool strategy. Thanks for describing it to me. I'm glad that you've been sticking with mutagenics. And I'm impressed that you finished the main story of it. That's really cool. So that is all of the Shewolf Snared. We got a few notes on Orengal, a quote of hers as well, that I need to go back and find in my VOD because I don't remember the whole thing. We didn't get notes on other stuff, though, which is fine. And I think that even makes the last of the replayable fables. Yes. So my notes here are going to need other sources, which is fine. I'm excited to do that. And we are just about 10 minutes over my usual 1 hour streaming time. So I'm going to call it here. Coco, that's that lends itself directly to What I meant when I said, even though the chance was very, very small, and it certainly sounds like you had ways around it, like you could deal with the small chance of the zombie maybe screwing up your strategy. And I'm impressed that you had that backup strategy to deal with the zombies, or to deal with the zombie, right? I'm glad you were able to get rid of it. Sure, absolutely. Very, very low chance, but technically not a 0% chance. So worth it to address. That is it for today. Thank you very much for joining me, whether you have joined me live, and it was very good to see you again, Coco. Thanks for telling me about your hyper-busted Mugenics run. Or whether you have joined me in the VOD, I appreciate your time and your attention immensely. Even if, and it probably doesn't make sense to say this because the people who this would apply to probably aren't watching at this point, even if you happened to click on me and you gave me seconds of your time, seconds of your attention before deciding to click away from me, I appreciate your time and your attention very, very much. I am honored to have interested you enough for you to click on me. Thank you so much. My next scheduled stream is tomorrow. That'll be Thursday, July 30th at 3 p.m. Eastern Time. The same time that I went live today, just tomorrow. It was very good to see you, and I hope to see you in the next one.